Thank you so very much. To begin with this connecting today, let's consider how, from one perspective, our lives have been so touched, and positively so, by our choosing to be one with another. Look at how much you have blessed others, how others have blessed you. And in that, you see that we have, in ways, become bridges to each other. That we actually find passing over positive information that either stirs us, confirms us, causes us to relax and realize all is well, or it actually creates such an inner awakening that we begin to step out of just about me and about my life into I'm more aware and desirous to connect with you in meaningful ways. So this translates into, for some of us, a life change. Because in all probability, you at some time or another, either personally, or you have witnessed it in someone else's life, where what they grew up with seemed to really affect them, hold them down, limit them. And it's only been with your effort or theirs that a change begins to occur. And it always happens with help. And that's one of the ways that we can see we are connected one to another. And today is about the chasm. So what happens to our connections when we close down? We become fearful, we become anxious, we become worried, concerned, regretful, remorseful, angry, bitter, jealous, resentful, and the list goes on and on and on. We shut down. We become so contained in ourselves that the only way we can look at others, with rare exception, is how they can serve me, or what I can put on them to, in that way, try to loosen my own burdensome weight. Am I talking to the right people here? Do we have rapport here? Okay, good. So we look at this and we say, okay, there are things that we can do to move beyond the chasm. Because you see, we're here now. This is such a powerful opportunity for us because we are in physical form. We get to do something that in spirit does not happen. And that's why before we signed up, we were so anxious about it. We were so excited about this incarnation. Well, hello. How are we doing with it? We forgot that we're here to learn, and that the learning is always constructed by us. So this is just a reminder to help you to come to a place of looking and seeing. You're more than you realize. And together, we are on a journey of discovery that not only is affecting us personally, affecting us as a group, but everyone that we touch mentally, emotionally, physically, we are impressing upon them this awakening that's happening with us. Now, the nice thing about physical form, when you look at it from this perspective, you see that in living this physical life, life offers pure knowledge of the workings of the human spirit. And we experience it. That's how we discover it. Because when we do, and we have that dawning realization of an actual physical experience, it's as if it's embedded in the cells of our being. We know when we know that we know. And we know that there's not anything or anyone ever going to talk us out of that awareness. The only thing that can ever happen is the picture continues to expand and we get more of what we needed. But today this is about looking at this chasm and seeing what we can do to make the change to where we feel better about being us and we extend that to others. There was a phrase that I came upon in going over this week's lecture that really got my attention. It was a word that then stretched into, and it's called non-infringement. I took a little while with that. Non-infringement. It means not attempting to control another person's life in order to make them do what's best. My profession? Never go there. Where are you? If you stop and think about it. I'm here to help you help yourself, which in many instances in my life was seeing, wow, you could do that better, and then proceeding to tell them how they should do it better. Only to, after 32 years, come to a growing realization that doesn't work. Because nobody does anything except what they want to. But you see, this thing about suffering, it is such a blessed teacher, because it gives to us when we've finally gone through it. You know, sometimes, let's look at it. Suffering, it can break us down. All of us have felt how suffering has broken you down. It can do it mentally, it can do it physically. Or it can make you empathetic when you heal. Or you get some insight into the why of it, and you let it go. You see, it's really such a blessing, but most of the times we are in such resistance to it. And we stay with that chasm continuing to get bigger and bigger, separating us from our life, from our friends, our family, our goals, our desires, our hopes. It is only when we begin to see this and then let it begin to actually percolate inside, to where then we start feeling the wholeness returning. And as we do, then we recognize that it's these small decisions to honor ourselves. And then we find it in listening to others and understanding their true need. It's times when we discipline ourselves to do better. And times when we faced our fears for our own evolution. You see, this really is getting us out of ourselves if we feel the movement of it. And we feel that it's really a holy movement. One where you are starting to feel the influence of your higher self as it guides you in ways of compassion and empathy, where it guides you in ways of forgiveness. It helps you to realize that for that bridge over troubled waters to be in existence, you and yourself have to come to a place of forgiving yourself and having mercy on yourself. And if this is something that's going on with you and someone else, likewise, of forgiving, and then with that attending awareness of what would be best for everyone concerned, to choose to live that, to implement that into what you're doing. Then you find that the chasm that doesn't exist, not so far as the reality of your experience. You see, we all truly are loving spirits who are remembering our true nature. And the way we remember it is to live in it. Now, you may think you're an expert on love, But I'm finding that the living of it is giving me some kind of a cellular injection to where I'm starting to know it from within. So this I extend to you today. And I extend to all of us, because we're at a time when what we do to help ourselves often is in helping another. And we gain the result of feeling that we have actually risen to the occasion. Thank you.